The other item is that what they don't have is a real transition plan in place to say, are we getting there? You just can't sit there and say, okay, this is what we want to do in 5 years. Well, no. What are you trying to achieve in the first 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, 24 months? And are you really on the path? Because someone needs to be able to analyze that and gauge it. Without that, you're trying to accomplish something without a plan, and hope is not a plan. That it's going to work. You actually have to have something in place that you can guide against. And that means we do operational reviews for family offices to say, how is the family office evolving? What are their risks? What's going good in the office? What's not going good in the office? What could they improve from a financial or operating standpoint? And it's an ongoing item. It's just not, we did it last year. You got to look at what's out there today to say what's best practice and what else could you be utilizing, because the world just is moving at such a fast pace now that you got to try to stay on top of that. So it's very, very big to have a plan in place to try to implement it. And then, as I mentioned earlier, there are the AI tools so you can actually then go through the training and record it. And so you want to go back and say, okay, was I supposed to do? What did I learn from this other person? How do I handle this situation? Because family office, you got maybe 10, 12 people or 5 people in the office. You're with each other all the time. So everyone knows every little intricacy. It's very, very difficult unless you really have a good culture going in. And then you have to have these achievable goals. So, really, everything we're talking about today is from cyber to investments to succession planning, all has a very common theme. We need to have a plan in place. We need to look at it. Are we on track? We need to have training. We need to bring in the right people. It's just all part of that whole business aspect of the family office. And you can still have the family office, the fun part, what they're doing, or the charitable side. But what you got to have discipline in there in order to accomplish the succession for the family going forward. We know one family office who called us. They have 5 senior executives leaving within the next 12 months. And they have no plan in place, 0 plan. Okay. And so they're going to lose all that institutional knowledge. Why they made decisions, what were the decisions? Because when something happens, in a big family office, somebody passes, then the question is what do they really want? Because sometimes the documents are not 100% clear. And then someone's got to say, well, no, I was there and this is what transpired. So if you didn't save that material, that through a recording or something, especially today with AI, it's much easier to do, then people are going to be at each other rather than working with each other.